Good morning, boys and girls. I wanted to go ahead and start talking about our ELA topic, which is topic F today. We've talked about, as good writers, we can write in a variety of ways. We can write in a variety of formats. We typically tend to write stories or narratives or informational pieces, but there's things that are opinion writing and persuasive writing and specific genre writing that we've spent a little bit of time on, but maybe not as much as we would like to become better writers. So today we decided to focus on persuasive writing. And persuasive writing is going to be where you're trying to persuade someone. And what that word means is you're trying to convince them to come on your side of an argument or of what's better than the alternative. Maybe you're trying to persuade them to let you get something, or you're trying to persuade them that chocolate is better than vanilla, or you're trying to persuade them that you really, really, really should go on that trip to Disney World. So persuasive writing can be a really handy tool, and it's one that we need to make sure that we are thinking about in terms of when we're making an argument, or whether we can have respectful arguments all the time. It's about having the facts, having the thoughts, having our points laid out, so that way we can counteract when somebody has something negative to say against our opinion or our ideas. We don't want to yell, we don't want to raise our voice, we don't want to get emotional about it, but having facts, having reasons that can persuade someone can be very helpful. So when we're working on this organizer today, what the activity said to do was it said, think of something you want or want to do. You're going to be filling out a graphic organizer, persuading your parents to do or buy what you want. So it could be that you want to do something. It could be that you want to build a fort on another lovely rainy day. You want to build a giant fort using all the pillows in the house. You want to put lights inside it. You want to put the TV inside of it. Maybe you want to convince them to watch Frozen 2 for the 10,000th time, or maybe you want to convince them to make rainbow cupcakes, or do a science experiment today, or a crayon craft project. So it doesn't have to just be something that you want. We talk a lot about needs versus wants, and we love experiences over having physical stuff. So I encourage you to think about something to do versus something that you want them to buy for you. But if you are going to go that route, then that's definitely an option there. You will first write a topic sentence. Remember, this is where we want to hook our audience. We want to really persuade our audience. We want to really convince them, hey, you need to pay attention. You need to listen to my reasons why. And then think of the 3 reasons, and then think of a concluding sentence. For bonus work, actually write the letter out and see if you can get them to agree with you. So this is an organizer, a graphic organizer. We looked at some last week where it had kind of the circle in the middle, and then the little, it's called a web, a brainstorming web, where it has all the lines coming off, and then you wrote that. We've written in our notebooks just boxes like this before for page numbers. This one has a little bit more of a focus on that persuasive writing. So your introduction, state your claim here, your 3 reasons, and be as detailed as you can. I know in brainstorming a lot of times we just bullet organize and we do quick little thoughts and things like that, but try to be more specific with this so it can help you, because this template serves kind of as your brainstorming as well as your rough draft page today. So I did hear yesterday, and I kind of talked about this briefly, that I'm even having difficulty opening the links. We linked them directly. They should work, but when we do, we get this error message. However, a parent told me that she just simply was typing it in letter by letter, and it seemed to work fine. So it's not the actual website link that's the problem. There's something wrong with the formatting of the link. However, However, if I found, instead of typing it in, if you copy and paste the link, that seemed to work fine for me this morning. So I'm just going to copy, and so I didn't have to retype it. I didn't have to search for it. It just, for some reason, the formatting is off. So I'm going to try to play around with it. But if not, and you want to look at any of those links, that should be the trick for you today, is just copy and paste the link. So copy the link and then come over here and paste it. Which that one's iReady. So that one was, we were contacting iReady about that one. Let's try this one real quick. Copy link. Oh, it only copied part of it. Using those shortcut keyboard keys seems to work the best. And there we go. So hopefully that will work. I'll check into those iReady links. I didn't link those, another teacher did, so I'm not as familiar with linking those, so I'll check in with her. But I did want to point out on the additional resource page that there is a Nearpod code using VR today for persuasive writing. So if you just go to nearpod.com, and if you have any issues with the codes on Nearpod, please let me know which one specifically, and I can go and test it out. There was a couple last week that weren't working, and it wasn't that, it just could have been that they were, like this one now is not working, and I'm the one who copied that. So give me just a minute. So here's the opposite. I figured out the problem there. I tried to just copy this and it could have copied a space or something with it. So if in Nearpod, since it's just a 5-letter code, go ahead and type in that 5-letter code and then it worked just fine for me. But what I did find super interesting about this one is this is persuasive writing practice using unusual homes. And if you, probably none of you kids have heard of it, but Lord of the Rings has these little hobbit homes that they used in their films, and you can actually go and visit them and see what they're like. So it does walk you through, this Nearpod takes you through how can you support your opinion in writing and then distinguishing between a fact and opinion. So all of those things are going to be important when you're trying to persuade someone. You're going to try to use more of your facts than opinions, because when we get opinions, it gets too personal and then people start to say it's emotional. And when you're trying to persuade someone, you want to use the facts as much as possible. So there is a funny book. So I'm going to go through and make sure all these settings are in there for you today to do this. And you'll just practice some of those facts and opinions, and then it will go, because I'm in this recording, it's not going to let me show it to you today, but there is an actual VR component where it's going to take you through some 3D virtual field trips that you can do with these homes. So that's a great resource to use today for persuasive writing. And then this persuasive writing book I did link this morning, it's called I Wanna Iguana, and it is written in the format of a persuasive writing. So it's a good mentor text to help you learn a little bit more about what persuasive writing is. If there's anything else, I did also link this into Seesaw Activities tab today, along with this video linked into it. The only thing that I haven't linked yet is this Nearpod activity. I want to make sure that it's working properly and then possibly share that with you later. So I hope you guys have a great start to your day, and I will talk to you soon.